Guys, what it is Yo Girl Cadillac. I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all face too black. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, coming through on April the 9th, heading out to work. Just coming through to just check in. I haven't really like been live and present with you guys for a little minute. Yeah, I'm busy as always. I do like to check in time to time, but sometimes I don't know if I'm going to come because my work schedule is like flip flopping all over the freaking place. Like I close and then I open and then it's 10-hour shifts. So it'll literally be like a 10-hour shift closing, 10 to 11-hour shift. Because if you're closing, you don't know what time you're getting off. You're getting off when the work is done. And then to turn around and come back in the morning. So the other day, what was that? That would have been Thursday, I think. I did like work in the evening, and when I was about to get off, I had all these ideas in my mind. I'm like, I gotta finish up all my projects. I've gotta finish this painting. And when I got home, I just felt like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna go to sleep because the thought had hit my mind that when I do stuff, like my efforts don't really progress me forward. So I got to the point where I just didn't want to do anything. Because whether, I work or I don't work, I don't, it doesn't move me closer to my dreams. So for a moment, I kind of just shut down and said, whatever, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm literally gonna just work, get out of bed to work, get off of work, get back in the bed. But that lasted like one day. But it was a lot going on, to be honest. My daughter was in the hospital while I had to, still work. She was released from the ICU. Um, Stuff going on with her. So, wishing that I could help her or whatever in any way that I can. And when it's beyond your control, sometimes that just, when you can't do nothing, ugh. But I know I can't do anything about it. So don't think that but it still kind of bothers you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep my focus and not focus on the worst. And then also, I was going through it with my apartment complex last week. It was way too much going on. Like, apartment complexes, like, they always try to get over on you. And by you being like the person, the little one, like, you're basically, when you go up against a company, it's very hard to win, whether you're right or wrong. They seem to always win because they have the most power in the situation. And that's what, the world is now. It's about who has the most power, which money equals power. And if you just don't have the money, you don't have the power and you don't make it. So I ended up having to pay another $180 for something that was not even my fault. But yet, because I am the powerless, I got to pay it. So it was like a mixture of all that together, overwhelming feelings and stuff like that. So I got yesterday, once I got up, I did have a morning shift. So it's fluctuating back and forth, back and forth. I had a morning shift. So I had a evening shift the day before. Then I had a morning shift, and now today I have an evening shift. And then I'm off for one day, and then I go back to work for 5 days, and then I get a second day off. It's all over the place, like I said. And I mean, it was a game that I could keep up with when I was younger. But the older you get, the harder it is to keep up with that game. I am hoping that everything soon works out because they are saying that they're going to try to work with me with the schedule because I told them that my life is just not working with the schedule at all. It's too much. It's feeling like I'm doing nothing but working. And I remember last week, I literally came home from working a late shift, took off my uniform, got in the bed, and when I woke up, it was time to put the uniform back on. boy, does that make me feel like crap. That makes me feel like my whole existence is around going to this job. And I hate that. I hate that. So I'm trying to get off of this merry-go-round. So until I can get I'm noticing, see, I wanted the merry-go-round to stop so I can step off, but it's looking like the merry-go-round is not going to stop. You're not going to get enough time in life. You're not going to have the right timing in life to do something. You have to, I basically just have to jump off of this moving merry-go-round and then just tuck and roll and hope I don't hurt myself. But yeah, so then I had a morning shift yesterday. I was able to get in a little bit of painting. I do have a painting I have to finish up. But lately, every time I go to paint, now this is the issue too. I am an artist, right? So art is created with your hands. And I also am a cashier at a restaurant. So cashiering is with your hands. So my hands only have so much ability because I do have the carpal tunnel and I do have the what do you call those? The nerve damage in my hands. So I don't have full mobility of my hands. So I have a certain amount of strength until my hands just kind of just completely go out. They kind of say, Keita, forget it. You're doing way too much. This is where we get off. So at a certain point, my hands, like now, holding this phone, my hands start to go numb, and I have to like shake them out. I don't have the correct blood flow to my hands and the correct circulation needed to do certain things. So when I go to work and spend all my good energy in my hands tapping on a cash register, that makes it when I get home, it's harder to pick up my paintbrush. It's harder to grip my mouse to complete what work I need to do on the computer. So it makes it really difficult. It's either your good working ability can go to cashiering or it can go to your passions. And, the cashiering has to take precedence over my passions because unfortunately my passions do not pay the bills and I still have to pay the bills some type of way. So that's where the conflict comes in. So I got up this morning and I had an evening shift, not till 5 o'clock. So I'm basically just around the house and just trying to do everything that I can before I clock into work so that it's always with the intent to not be so behind like I feel like I am. I have so much stuff I need to do, want to do, desire to do, and don't do. So I just want to catch up. So I had to, really tell myself, Keita, whatever you don't get done, you're just gonna have to be like grateful for what you do get done. And it's hard because what I don't get done gets put off till tomorrow, which it would be cool if it really did get taken care of tomorrow. But tomorrow already has so many different things I have to do for tomorrow. So I'm putting today's task till tomorrow, and then tomorrow has its own task. So I throw that on the next day. So that's how you come to this accumulation of stuff that you have not done. That's case in point of the reason why I ended up in trouble with the apartment complex to begin with, because so many things I had to take care of, and it ended up getting to I was to the deadline with some paperwork I had to fill out. Now, I was trying to do it on the deadline because that was the day that I was off. And what they did was because they just took that deadline from me. I didn't have the day that it was due to do it, which I really did. By law, I did. But, they're right, I'm wrong. So it keeps me into a world of trouble because I'm not able to keep up. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Just trying to learn how to just chill and take life as it is. And I mean, though, it's so many things I would like to change. It's so many things I would like to do different. I would like to not always be playing catch up. But I guess that's right now in this season, I'm still in that season, which kind of thought that season would have passed me after my 20s and 30s of struggling. I didn't think that I would have to struggle into my 40s. And now I'm realizing my 40s is going to be a struggle. So it's like, dang, so am I going to have to struggle through 40s and 50s? I'm always just going to have to make ends meet. Like, it just hurts my brain to think that far ahead. I just need change now, like if possible. But anyway, so I'm gonna get ready because of course I'm about to be late for work as always. And always footing it, always running it, barely hitting the clock on time. Like, girl, you couldn't have told me this would have been my life. I really thought that once I finished school, that would end for me. But that's not the case. That's not what happened. So I just want to finish with a little rap that I had made a while back, and then I'm gonna leave, and I'll be back whenever I'll be back. Y'all can check out a couple of my vlogs. Me and Juju and the family have been all over the world and back. I'm gonna try to start getting some of those vlogs edited and out. I also need to get back to doing my Throwback Thursday so I could tell y'all some more stories. Project Reach the World, past Project Reach the World and stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna do this quick little verse. Okay. Her life's ugly truths wrapped up in beautiful lies. Her like a bride revealing to her groom her not so beautiful side. Her life's up and downs like a roller coaster ride. Her not like gravity that can hold me down like Maya said and still I rise. Her revealing all the truths like I'm a detector of lies. All men created equal. No, I don't believe the hype. God can make a blind man see. I pray he open your third eye. You don't learn your history, then you're doomed to repeat it. And that's word to the wise. That's why I miss my man Pac. He was kicking knowledge to the streets. Verses full of pain and struggle in the beats. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac. Now I did it kind of slow, because when I go fast, a lot of times people don't know what I'm saying. But let me get it, girl. Let me get it. Let me get it. Okay. Her life's ugly truths wrapped up in beautiful lies, like a bride revealing to her groom her not so beautiful side. Her life's up and downs like a roller coaster ride. And not like gravity that can hold me down like Maya said and still I rise. Reveal all the truths like I'm a detector of lies. All men created equal. Nah, I don't believe the hype. It God can make a blind man see. I hope you open your third eye. You don't learn your history, then you're doomed to repeat it. And that's word to the wise. That's why I miss my man Pac. He was kicking knowledge to the streets. Voices full of pain. Verses full of pain and struggle on the beats. Yeah, I messed up. Y'all, it's been a million years since I've been rapping. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Her life's ugly truths wrapped up in beautiful lies, like a bride revealing to a groom a not so beautiful side. Her life's up and downs like a roller coaster ride. Not like gravity that can hold me down like Maya said and still I rise. Reveal all the truths like I'm a detector of lies. All men created equal. No, I don't believe the hype. If God can make a blind man see, I pray he open your third eye. You don't learn your history, then you're doomed to repeat it. And that's word to the wise. That's why I miss my man Pac. He was kicking knowledge to the streets. Verses full of pain and struggle on the beats. Y'all, I can't get it. You know why? Because it's been a million years since I spit that verse, and baby, I really don't remember it. So I'm gonna have to practice it, and then I'll hit it for you all again. All right. Anyways, I'll be late for work. Let me get out of here. It's your girl Cadillac.
It's your girl Cadillac.